You ever feel like the childlike wonder of opening packs full of random cards and sticking your favorites into a deck has been sucked out of the game? Decks today are all about optimizing hand trap ratios and playing the most optimal strategies possible, but where's the fun in that? In this series, we're trying to get to the highest rank in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, Master 1, by only opening Master Packs after every single win. But since we have already reached Diamond, we have entered Master Mode. Now we take 2 Master Packs after every single win. Credit to Cimo and Hausman for inventing. Playing Master Duel Masochist makes me feel like I'm playing a totally new game. But do you know what else can make you feel like you're playing a totally new game?
Are you ready to take your Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel Play experience to a new level? The Untapped GG Companion is here for you. Use the deck tracker to know exactly what cards you have in your deck, and to go over any cards you aren't familiar with yet by hovering over them. It instantly updates when you draw a card, and automatically hides if you check your extra deck or graveyard. This is the perfect tool to help you master a new deck. The Untapped GG Companion also lets you import decks directly into the game in seconds. Copy any YDK or YDKE deck string, create a new deck in-game, click the Start Auto Import button, and let us take the wheel. Once the duel is over, check your win rate on your personal stats page. Brag among your friends and share your decks so they can import them into the game too. Start your path to master today by downloading the Untapped GG Companion at ygom.untapped.gg.
Alright guys, we are back with another episode. Every few episodes I really like to get shit done. Today is one of those episodes where we're playing the Diamond deck 2. This deck obviously gets shit done. We've stopped playing it quite as often because we probably spent like 7 months, 8 months straight playing it, so I kind of lagged off it, but it is easily a top 3 deck for us. So I haven't played it in, again, quite some time, and I kind of want to get right into Platinum today. I don't want to waste any time. Sometimes I'll try new decks and things will go bad. Yes, I want to actually play this because, again, we have not touched this deck in quite some time. I'm actually kind of eager to see how it performs today. Alright, so we just won the coin flip. The hand's pretty simple. We've got a Photon, a Thrasher play, and Endymion. We have a couple plays. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool to see this. We have the Magistus package. Like I said, I haven't played this stuff in such a long time. It's actually kind of, it feels nostalgic almost to play it. We have an Ash. I mean, this hand is pretty good. Like, pretty good. We have Zorora for follow-up. We have the Galaxy Summoner put back. Our opponent's about to droll us, which sucks. That sucks. We get drolled, but it is what it is. So I guess we make a, in this case, Baguska, because we got drolled. Normally I'd go Galaxy Eyes are out, but nope, we're going to go Baguska. So we go Baguska, Solemn Judgment, Ash Blossom, pass. Not bad. It's not bad. It's definitely not bad. And then we just end phase here. This is like perfectly serviceable. It almost looks like this is the board Valmonica makes. And with, yeah, this is the board like a lot of meta decks kind of make. It's not bad. It's depends on what they're playing. They're playing this. Honestly, most of the time I ash this. Actually, you can also ash the you can ash this or you can ash Sequence. I mean, so those are the 2 cards you can ash. Or you can ash the spell card. You can ash the Sequence, or no, you can ash Requiem, you can ash Tract, or you can ash this dude. If you ash this dude, they have nothing else, then you got them. But if you don't ash Engraver and then they have Tract, then they just go full combo later. Yeah, because he can. Okay, I mean, like, yeah, I guess I'll let this through. I'll just ash that Sequence. Or I can ash the Tract, I guess. It's really, this deck is it's tough to stop because it's always like, they always have more. So it's kind of difficult to stop. I guess you can ash this Tract and then, yeah, if you ash the Tract, yeah, ashing Tract isn't bad. And that forces them to make 2 monsters to make a closed moon and then actually go into the combo the rest of the way. So I guess, yeah, I will ash this Tract. It's not a bad idea. You let them add Tract and then you ash it. Most of the time I do all this thinking they have call by anyway. So I do like all of this, like, okay, they have, that's not going to have any impact on anything that's being done right now. I don't think. That's like, what are they going to destroy? Okay, that Fire King. Okay. Yep, now you change the defense. I guess Ash still, Tract. Okay, yeah, that didn't have any impact on anything that was done there. There's no impact. They're going to summon the Grunix. Okay, and they're going to scoop it up. Cool. Cool. I'll take it. I'll take it. easy, free win. Always take a free win, I guess. I mean, it's not really like a free win because they scooped because of our interruptions, but it was definitely an easy win. All right, we ranked up immediately right at the beginning of the episode. Baguska Pass is still really strong. Years later, it came out 2017. Years later, it's still a very, very strong thing. And then we get some gems and we get some... This is what our opponent was playing. They were playing Fire King, Snake Eye with Fiendsmith. Usually this kind of deck absolutely whoops our ass, but we went first. We made Baguska and it worked out. Okay, let's open up a master pack. Oof, right off the bat, we have a guaranteed UR. Always exciting. Always exciting to see a guaranteed UR. Hopefully it's not even this one. Hopefully it's one of the other ones, and this is just an unaffiliated super rare. Let's see what we got here. Boxia, we have that already. As a matter of fact, not only do we have that, I kind of summon it, not as much as I should. Revolution thing, Bujinki Raven. We've got plenty of those. Testina, another Testina card, and the UR is the Legendary Fisherman number 3. This I don't think I can. I don't know if I've got Legendary Fish. This card's not like terrible. It actually is a decent boss monster. Honestly, when you play Umi, you're better off playing Kairu Shin because he's just really good. But this is actually like a pretty decent boss monster. You just need to tribute the Legendary Fisherman specifically. And Legendary Fisherman is number 1 and number 2. So they're not like... This card's not terrible. This card is like kind of not good. When you have Legendary Ocean, you can kind of do a lot. This card's a decent boss monster. It's definitely a decent, but like you read it a few years ago, this would have been like a really good card. But the problem is this is kind of written like one of those like old structure deck boss monsters where for some reason they want you to special summon by tributing a specific monster. It's something, it's like old. Even though this card was released in probably like 2015, it's written this sentence at least like a card that was released in 2005, and it kind of just makes you tribute a very specific monster. If you can't get to that monster, this card's dead, and it just creates a lot of issues like that. All right, Legendary Fisherman number 3. Let's check what we have in terms of related. We have 2 copies of number 2, which 2 is better than 1, and then we have, well, 2 is better than Legendary Fisherman regular, and then we have only 0. We have 0 regular Legendary Fisherman. So the issue here is, since we have 0 of this, we have 1 of this, or 2 of this. We actually, again, and now we have 1 of this. It's very difficult to guarantee ourselves access to this package. Click on related cards. We don't have Fish Sonar. We have 2 copies of Pacifist we can technically use. This technically counts as Umi. We only have 1 Legendary Ocean. So, I mean, we probably play like 2 of this, 1 of this, as many of this, which is 1 as we could. And then we don't have this. So we kind of are like, we're a little bit stuck here. We don't have the appropriate amount of cards to really utilize this package. Alright, we just won the coin flip. The hand is looking pretty good, actually. I think we start off with a D-Fissure, just in case, to play around certain hand traps. So we'll just activate that. Cool. We'll normal this, activate it. They can't effect Veiler us, which is cool. Can't do a few different things to us, which is nice. They can't effect Veiler, they can't max C. Now we could just kind of play here, which is nice. So if they had an effect Veiler, they couldn't use it. Now we can go Baguska, which isn't bad, or we can go Photon, which I haven't made in quite some time, and it kind of feels good to make them. So I'll go with that. I'll summon Photon. He's, you know, he's a monster negate follow-up. He's got a lot going for him that's really good. And then we'll search out Eternal Galaxy. And then we've got a pretty decent group of interruptions here. So we'll just summon all this. Go to end phase. Again, I'm kind of nostalgic for this gameplay. We haven't played it in such a long time because we took so much time to play other decks. Kind of nostalgic for this now. I'll activate the Eternal Galaxy. Level this dude up. Yeah, feels good. It feels good to be playing this after a long time of not playing it. Put chaining regular back on. Standby phase. You know what? Standby phase. I'll just activate the Azure. Just in case they're playing Cashier or something. I can just summon this, and if they have an inherent summon or something, it's an additional. It's a little Solemn Strike. So I guess sort of like it's like Thunder King Ryo. You're gonna normal summon Fallen of Albaz. I can negate this effect, so it's not the end of the world. Yeah, I'll let that summon go through. I'll negate this effect with the Galaxy. He's gonna discard Herald. I'm gonna activate the effect to negate. Detaching. Do I want to negate and destroy or just negate? I think I just want to negate Actually, maybe I do want to negate and destroy. No, I just want to negate. No need to destroy. I'll just negate. He has an 1800 attack monster. What's it going to do for him? It's fine. I'll leave it there. I'll save the negate and destroy for later. Yep, we'll just negate it. Because right now we want to keep our materials. We kind of want to keep this as material just in case he has destruction effects. And he's going to activate triple tactics talents to draw 2 cards. At this point, I think sometimes it's better to negate this. Sometimes it's better to negate the two, like one of the 2 cards. So right now he could have an out. He could not have an out to this situation. So I could let him draw and then negate whatever out he draws, or I could just, yeah, usually you want to just let this go through and then just negate whatever is actually threatening your board. That's usually the situation. That's usually the thing. He's going to Ecclesia. Oh, I can't even negate Ecclesia. That sucks. But I can negate the whatever Ecclesia. Damn, maybe I should have negated that. But again, there's no way for me to know whether he had that or not. There's no way for me to know. Plus, Ecclesia is like the whole Dogmatika package isn't really that great under Dimensional Fissure. It's not the best. You can activate the Dogmatika ritual spell. I'm gonna go ahead and Solemn Judgment that effect. I'm not trying to deal with that big Albazoa dude, so I'll negate that. Hopefully he doesn't have another Dogmatika card. Another Dogmatika ritual. He has another Dogmatika ritual. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yep. I mean, he tributed a lot of monsters for it. He tribute 4 monsters to summon it. Its effects don't really do anything, which is kind of nice. Because of Dimensional Fissure, if he sends, like, he can make me send, which kind of sucks, but he's going to go straight to battle phase. Now I got to just out this 4000 attack monster unaffected by activated effects of your opponent's monsters. Might as well do this to search. How do I out this big ass monster? I don't know. Activated effects of your extra deck monster. So I can just crash and then destroy it. That's how I out it. It's actually pretty easy to out. Yeah, it's actually pretty easy to out. Okay, so a Photon Thrasher. What do I have in my hand? I can search Galaxy Wizard. Yeah, I can search Galaxy Wizard to hand, and then I can special summon off the Zorora. I have plenty of plays, so it's gonna out him. That's fine because we can just crash Angel Statue, pop this. It's cool. We have plenty of. Yep, he's gonna make a send. Okay, so I'll send stuff. So I'll send this. What, I have to send 6 monsters. Who am I not using? This guy's unaffected, but again, we literally have the out on board right now. Probably get rid of this. We're probably not gonna draw in a way to summon that. Probably won't be drawing a way to summon that. I don't think this is going to help us anymore. And yeah, actually I'll leave this. Sue Ship's probably kind of pointless now. Okay, and the Spell and Trap card girl. Okay, so I think those should be good. Banish those. It should be going back to our turn. Okay, end phase, awesome. Like I said, we do have decent effects. Baldrake's not bad. None of our graveyard. Yeah, actually, I can summon Baldrake because of this. Okay, so we'll full of this. Let me read this real quick. Yeah, this is pretty good actually. So we'll change this to attack. Summon the Zorora. Activate Zorora's effect. Equip to itself. Equip this. Yep, activate this effect. Activate this. Special this. We can special summon back Photon Galaxy. Dragon. I don't think that has any advantage for us. We don't have any link monsters that would benefit from that, so we just be special summoning it. Simply just to special summon it, and then if I special summon, I can't summon Bestial Baldrake. So, honestly, right now, is there a point to summon that? Yeah, I don't think there's even a point to summon that right now. I'd rather just summon the Bestial Baldrake at that point. Just leave it. Yep, cancel. And now we can activate this to search. Grab an Endymion for free. And now we can go... I guess we could just out this, because main phase 2 we can go Bagooska maybe. We can crash, do some damage. Bagooska maybe. Main phase 2 with these two. And Bestial Baldrake, get another attack in. We can also go Time Thief, slow down game state. So we'll activate the Baldrake. Banish this dude. Summon out Bestial Baldrake. Oh, head. Yeah, because main phase 2 I could just go. I don't think there's any way for me to like win this duel real quick. His life points are too high. He's also unaffected by extra deck monsters. So main phase 2 I could just go Bagooska. So we'll go battle phase. Crash this. Yep. Activate our graveyard effect. 100% the trap card so it doesn't get banished. Pop that. Cool. Attack with these two. Nice. Attack with these two. Main phase 2. Create a checkmate situation. I think we just make a defense Bagooska. Yep, defense Bagooska. That gets changed to defense. Cool. And now we just pass. And this guy's playing Dogmatika. And we have Dimensional Fissure and Bagooska. So you'd have to draw a way to out Bagooska and a way to out Dimensional Fissure. So it's not easy. And we have more than enough for game on board. He's going to go to end phase. Cool. Cool. I don't think I'm even going to waste too much time. That's insane. That's a great draw. Yeah, sure, we'll do the cost for this. Detach a light monster. Just in case. Actually, I shouldn't have detached the monster. Just in case he has a Bestial, I should not have detached a light monster. That was actually a mistake on my part. We'll attach this. And do we destroy the draw? I don't think it's necessary. I think we should go to battle phase here. Attack with all our monsters. Yeah, I think this is wrapped up. I think we just... That's it. Yeah, we created a little checkmate situation. We ended up winning. Good duel. Good duel. Solid duel for us. Good showing. Alright, let's open up another master pack. Always good for this. This is great. So we're going to see what we can do here. We got a holo, which is nice. Shinobird Crane, Madolche, can't use that. Ghost Trick, Merlin. Very archetypal cards. We got 3 level 5 machines. I guess we can use this in the Infinite Track deck, perhaps. We've got Alpha, the Magnet Warrior, cool. Marincess Current, it's new, we don't have it. Let's see, can we use this? Okay, this is extremely specific and actually kind of horrific. I can't believe how bad that card is. And the super rare is Ghost Trick or Treat. So 2 Ghost Trick cards. And let's be honest, I'm not using either of them. Alright, we won the coin flip. The hand's looking pretty damn good, actually, right now. We have this engine, this engine, this engine, and this engine. We have 2 rank 4s that we can make, which is kind of good. Yeah, I guess we'll summon out the Battling Boxer first. Activate this effect. Even if this gets ashed, we still can get... Yes, great. We have no ash. We summon the Sage dude. We summon the Battling Boxer dude. We activate... In this case, do we just go with... We can make Bagooska plus Photon, which is kind of nice. Go with this plus... Yeah, plus this. Summon the Photon Galaxy Dragon. Activate this effect. Detach. And we'll grab the Eternal Galaxy. Yeah, this is pretty good. So we can end on Fiendish Chain, the Galaxy Dude, and Bagooska. That's pretty good. And then, yeah, this is pretty decent, actually. Again, we can go right now Bagooska or Time Thief. Used to always be Time Thief. Well, for a long time, our channel was Time Thief Pass, so we can go Bagooska here, I think. And then they have to deal with Bagooska plus Monster Negate. So if they get rid of the Bagooska, like they have Infirm per the Bagooska, then they have to deal with the Monster Negate separate of that. So that's actually pretty decent. Then we just set everything, put chaining on, and just pass. This is actually, again, pretty decent. I kind of miss this deck to a certain degree. I really do, actually, because I've spent so much time not playing it. I actually kind of miss it. We're going to activate the Eternal Galaxy, rank up our monster. They have something there. They had a little response window. I don't know what it could be. They could have Imperm. They could have Ash. I don't know what they have. But this is it. This is not bad, though. This is definitely not bad. We've got Baguska. If they get rid of Baguska, Galaxy Eyes, Fiendish Chain. Like, we have a lot of interruptions, actually. And we have a Floodgate and 2 interruptions. And they seem to be setting stuff, which is already positive news, unless they're playing a trap deck. Then it's negative news. Their name is Kaiju, which is kind of scary in this situation. But at this point, a Kaiju is just, yeah, it's going to get switched to defense. Awesome. Okay, awesome. Cool. It's summoning just a regular old maiden. I'll take that. I'll always take that. They're going to go into the Link 1, which will let them get to the Blue Eyes. But again, all of this will get changed to defense anyway. So this is one of those, like, this is like a gold/platinum Blue Eyes player. There's like the, I'll let this go through. There's like the Blue Eyes players that play in Diamond and Master, and they're actually pretty good. And this is the gold/ whatever, like the lower ranking Blue Eyes players. I also could have just Fiendish Chain this card too. That would have prevented him from getting to the Blue Eyes. I could have done that, but I'm not really too afraid of Blue Eyes right now. Unless he's got the trap card, then we're kind of cooked, but I guess we'll see. Yep, he's going to activate this. That's fine. You can special summon Blue Eyes back, but I mean, that doesn't really do too much other than just put a big monster on board. Summon back Blue Eyes. Yep, gets changed to defense. Yeah, that's the only thing that kind of matters, is it's a 2500 attack monster. I mean, 2500 defense monster. He's going to activate. Double normal summon. It gets changed to defense. I'm going to add, but he can't. Synchro into probably Spirit, I'm guessing. Yep, Spirit. Activate Silver's Cry, which is, there's no point to be playing this card anymore, like, whatsoever. Yeah, this is like kind of shock. There's no point to be playing Silver's Cry anymore. I should have actually just, I should have stopped this monster right here. I should have stopped the Link monster. Now that I'm looking at his hand, I didn't realize how pure his deck was going to be. I should have stopped it. The question is, what the hell do we do now? Like, how do we out? This is the problem with Blue Eyes, is outing these big ass monsters. Like, it's always been the issue with this deck. He's going to activate this effect, Attribute to special summon. Again, I can't really do anything, but it gets negated because of Baguska. Awesome. So I guess we just dealt with that monster for free. He's going to go to battle phase with his defense position monster. Cool. It's perfectly fine with me. Again, like the thorn in our side right now is just this big Blue Eyes right now. That's 2000 defense. It's just, how do I out this? The answer actually is right here. It's this Ring of Destruction. That's how I out it. Yep, we're going to activate this. Detach the Neospatian. And I think we just set and pass. We don't want to do anything else. Yeah, we just set and pass. I think that's the play here. I think it is definitely the play. He's going to, again, use the... he's going to do that. That's cool with me. Like I said, Ring of Destruction is going to hopefully come in handy to out these bigger monsters. Hopefully he makes the same mistake again in Synchro Summons. He's going to switch to attack. He's going to switch back to defense. I don't think he understands what's going on here. I don't think this guy's quite aware of how some of these cards work. Alright, he's going to Synchro Summon again into Silver Dragon. I mean, this prevents me from... yeah, this effect's going to get negated anyway. This prevents me from doing anything. I think next turn, can I win? I probably can if I can out this and this doesn't... If this card's irrelevant and I can out this monster, I can win next turn. Because right now his protection effect didn't go through. If he just hits end phase, I just pop this and go to battle phase and attack. I think I can win this duel. And then I have Buzzsaw to get into some other thing. Yeah, Mia's got another card. This is like the most Blue Eyes, heavy Blue Eyes deck I've ever seen in my life. Every single card is actually a Blue Eyes card. I really, if I knew this deck was going to look like this, I would have just, I 100% would have used, I would have negated the Spirit with this Fiendish Chain. If I knew it was going to be this much, like this Blue Eyes focus. This has actually been insane. Alright, end phase, cool. So we're going to activate Ring of Destruction because it can only be used on our opponent's turn. We're going to target this. This effect doesn't have its protection effect. So we'll pop this. So both take 25. And I think next turn we can actually start attacking. So we'll go Solemn Warning, cool. Cool. So now we just activate Baguska or resolve Baguska. This is our last turn on Baguska anyway. Next turn it just pops itself. We'll switch everything to attack mode. Go Buzzsaw Shark. Activate this. And from here, summon Right Hand Shark. We can go Time Thief, Sous Ship. Sous Ship can help out this or this background card. Sous Ship's pretty good. We can also go with this. This will make itself stronger than a Blue Eyes, and then we don't have to worry as much about Blue Eyes. Because we can destroy a monster, yeah, and then I guess that's not bad. And then this can out stuff later. I guess this Dinosaur Man's not bad. So we'll go the Dinosaur Man, we'll summon the Gigasaurus. He has some sort of interruption to the Gigasaurus. No way. Grand Horn of Heaven on the Gigasaurus. Okay, that is insane. Yeah, we'll go straight to the battle phase, yeah. Just attack over this. Gave us a pretty good card, too, to draw. Attack directly. We still have a ton of interruption. We have 3 interruptions, even with what happened, even with the Grand Horn of... That's why I don't like Grand Horn of Heaven. It's why I don't play. I think I have 2 copies of Grand Horn of Heaven. This is a UR. I have 2 copies of it. And it's just a little bit of a disaster of a card. It gives your opponent a draw. Like, there's so many, like, it's like some upsides, but it's mostly downsides for that card. Okay, let's see what they're able to do. They're gonna just straight to the main phase, battle phase, end phase. Yeah, they just scoop. Nothing they can do. We have too much sauce, too many interruptions. This deck is doing really well today. This is what our opponent's playing. Extremely pure Blue Eyes deck. 3 copies of Blue Eyes, 1 Ether Barrel, 1 Lordly Load. These cards are unsearchable. Why would you only play 1 and 1? Nobody knows. Very, very pure. At this point, you might as well just take them out. I mean, like, there's no guarantee you'll draw them. And then, even the extra deck is super pure. It looks like a structure deck. That's how pure this deck looks. Okay, let's open up a Master Pack. We've been doing really well today with this deck. We haven't been pulling well, but we've been doing well. We've been pulling kind of all over the place, random stuff. We got a Hollow here, Atlantean Heavy Infantry. It's not a bad card, obviously, for its own archetype. Soul Fist, what is this? Equipped to a dragon synchro monster you control. Do we have any? I guess. Red Dragon Archfiend is unaffected. All monsters currently gain equal to their monster. That's specific. Yeah, I don't think I can really use this very specific card. This guy I think we already have. Yep. Lightsworn Barriers for Lightsworns. Deus Ex Crawler. This card's not actually terrible in its own archetype. We've got Wonder Wand. That's a good card, actually. This is actually a really good card. This is a really good draw spell for our Spellcaster deck, but it forces you to give up the monster on the field, which might not be great, but this card's actually pretty decent. Branded Opening and Ebon's Son, or Ebon's Son. This card has, like, a bunch of very specific uses. When a monster you control is destroyed, but battle a card if I gain attack equal to their combined. I don't know what like deck that would benefit from. If a monster is special summoned, face up from the extra deck, target one of them, it gains 1,000. Okay, that kind of makes sense, and that's permanent. I guess that's not terrible if it's in a deck. It's kind of like, and then if a spell trap card is discarded from here to graveyard, add it back. Like, these are all decent effects, but like they're just like, in what deck would I use them in? They're like so specific. Like, you need a deck where you're constantly discarding spell trap cards. You need a deck that like a deck like Danger Dark World, maybe. When gaining life points, I don't know where that would benefit us. And then I don't know what deck this would like. I don't know what deck this would work. Maybe like Unchained Dark World. Like, what deck would this like? Because in Unchained Dark World, you can win in time, and then your monsters can gain attack from the extra deck because you summon a lot of them, and And then also, spell trap cards discard, you can add it back. Like, that's the only deck that I can really think of that would benefit from all 3 of these effects. It's extremely, like, specific, but it's not, like, terrible. And I'm happy to actually get, what is this, 6 new cards? That's awesome. Usually, we start opening packs now. Sometimes we'll get full packs with no new cards. It's cool to see some new ones. Okay, we lost a coin flip. We drew, again, it's not, like, that bad. Eternal Galaxy, like it used to be so painful to draw Eternal Galaxy, but it's been a lot less painful lately. They're playing this deck. They're playing the Exodia deck. This deck is pretty much like an auto loss, honestly. This deck is so good. It really is. It's so good. When this deck goes first, it is so difficult to do anything about it. Not just as a masochist, but just in general. This deck is so good. It actually is. It's actually one of the best going first decks out there. Magical Mallet. So he's even playing stupid shit, but it doesn't matter because like it's so damn good. Whenever they're playing this deck, it's just like it's always a Hail Mary play. Our best bet against this deck, honestly, is to make Wonky Quartet, like right off the bat. And you know it's bad when your best play is like your Hail Mary. End phase, they're going to set the trap card, the annoying one. The one that pops all our cards. See, like it doesn't look like much that he did here, but he has spell trap card negate. Cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. The trap card that destroy Harpy's Feather Duster mixed with Monster Reborn. Like this is like, no, Monster, Harpy's Feather Duster mixed with the other thing. So we'll summon this out. We haven't wasted our normal summon yet. He's going to immediately... Actually, no, he said Obliterate. Okay, use effect. He's going to return my monster to hand. That's great. Is he really going to return my monster to hand? Okay. My monster is not once returned. Okay. Thank God. We're playing against a bonehead. I guess we'll go Endymion next. Activate this effect. Technically, the Magistus monster is a spell trap card, right? So he can negate this. We'll see if he does. We'll activate this to search. He can negate this with Exodia, but that's fine. I don't care if he does. Yeah, it's fine. Yep, not going to do anything about it because we have the out to his monster in circulation. That's good. So he'll do that. We'll activate the Endymion to draw. Pop. Buzzsaw Shark. Cool, I'll take that. Put Eternal Galaxy back. Activate Instant Contact. And we'll summon the Marine Dolphin. Since these two pretty much can't attack or do anything, I think we just go... yeah, I think we just go Silent Honor Arc here. Silent Honor Arc's not bad. Well, there we go. We'll activate this. Detach both. Grab this dude up. Scoop him up. So he's gone. This Obliterate card. Should I pop this? You can return a monster. If I pop this, he's going to add back a Forbidden 1 card. So I guess he'd be adding this back. Yeah. I guess we'll just Bestial Baldrake here. Banish this Forbidden 1 card. Summon this out. I think we just go to battle phase here, right? I don't think there's anything else we can do. Yeah, we just go to battle phase. Attack with everybody. Yeah, we just attack with everyone. I think we can main phase 2. I think we just save whatever. We just save it. I think it's fine. I think we just crack down, save it. Just go to end phase. We could make technically Nightmare Phoenix with like these two. And then pop Obliterate. Then we have to get rid of Buzzsaw Shark. And I really don't want to get rid of Buzzsaw Shark, so I won't do it. Yeah, he's going to use Obliterate immediately to get rid of our Silent Honor Arc. Activate Ankh, Millennium Ankh. It'll search the card that searches Millennium Ankh. This is bad, actually. This is actually legitimately bad. He's going to just put a monster in defense. Okay. He's going to go to end phase. Alright. I mean, like, sure. I guess. Like, why he did that, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be summoning a monster's 3,000 attack anyway, so I don't think I need to use Necro Valley yet. Necro Valley's only would stop Heart of the Blue Eyes. He's going to activate immediately. I'm going to summon Buzzsaw. He's going to activate immediately. Bestial Baldrake. You mean like the one card that we can summon for free? Okay. Okay, so I guess we'll do that. Activate Bestial Baldrake. Good thing I didn't activate my monster. We'll banish that. This summons itself when 3,000 or more attack. Okay. Now we banish one of the Exodia pieces. We'll activate the Buzzsaw Shark. Target itself. Summon Right Hand Shark. Can we game him here? I think we actually can game him if we make... I guess we go with the Gigasaurus here. Oh, he's going to scoop anyway. I don't know what the hell this guy was thinking. I don't know what the hell he's doing. I don't know what he's thinking. He should have won. I'm not... I don't know why these people do this stuff. Okay, this is what our opponent was playing. They were playing WoW. Wow. I did not expect to see this in, like, this package of stuff in this. This is an anime deck. This is an anime deck. Millennium Eyes Illusionist. Penguin Knight. I have not seen this card in years. How do you even run that? How do you get that off? Exodia Necros. Millennium Heart of the Blue Eyes. That makes sense. Exodia the Ultimate. He's playing all of the Exodia monsters. Legendary Exodia. He's playing Ultimate. This guy's not bad actually, but in other decks. He's playing Contract with Exodia to summon the Exodia Necros. 3 of this. This is probably the card that makes the most sense. Drowning Mirror Force. 2 of this. Exod. This card's actually good. If he had played this, if he had summoned this, he would have won. He's playing Angel Statue. I don't really know why he's playing Angel Statue. Break the Seal. What the hell is this? This is a new card for Exodia I didn't even know about. Place one, Break the Seal. What is Break the Seal? Oh, it's self. So this card can place another one of this card. And you can send 2 Break the Seals, including add a Forbidden One monster from your deck to your hand. This card is destroyed. You can reveal 5 Forbidden One monsters from your hand. Return that many your opponent controls to the hand. Wow. That is really not bad, actually. I didn't even know this card existed. I don't know when it came out. I'm just like, okay. Is it out? It's a 14 card. I'm like, honestly, I'm like kind of mesmerized by this deck. It's only one of the best card in his entire deck. He's only playing one. That's why he couldn't summon the second one. I'm like, honestly, kind of mesmerized. Fiend Comedian. Like, why is this in? This is such a goofy deck. Okay, let's open up another master pack. Hopefully pull something of great use. We've got Tuning Magician, Legendary Nishi, Dogmatika Nation, Surface, Bond Between Teacher and Student, Erratic Seal, Samurai Inishi. There's no way. 2 Inishis is absolutely, the chances of that are astronomically low, but we did it. And then Witchcrafter Schemata. And this card's actually not bad. We do have some Witchcrafter cards. I think we have this one, Vice Madame. We have her, so I don't know if we'll ever be able to pull this deck off because you need a lot of things like Creation, like other cards. I don't know if we'll ever be able to pull this deck off. We don't have Creation. We don't have her. Like, there's a lot of cards we're missing. I don't know if we'll ever pull it off, but Schemata is not like a terrible card, actually. All right, we just won the coin flip. The hand is pretty good. I think we start with Defissure. I mean, it'll protect this against Effect Veiler. Maxi if they don't click it fast enough. And then from here, this hand is pretty good. They might have Ash, and that might stop us right now, but if they stop us, I mean, their hand's pretty sick, so it actually doesn't really, yeah, if they Ash us, yeah. This hand is really good, so it's not the end of the world that they Ash us. So we get Ash there, it's not the end of the world. We just set 5 pass. Next turn, we could do the same thing. Yeah, we just gotta hope we draw a monster, because I don't want to activate. I don't want to activate There Can Be Only One, but if I have to activate There Can Only Be One, if they're playing heroes, then I will. Destiny Fusion. I hate when they start with this. I really do. But we have Fiendish Chain, so that's pretty good. So if he activates his effect, I just Fiendish Chain him. Yeah. Both his cards are going to get banished. Cool. His evil heroes are gone. Phoenix Enforcer. If he goes to battle phase and attacks, I'll damage step Forbidden Droplets. If he activates the effect, I'll just Fiendish Chain, Stratos. Honestly, he's gonna add a hero. Probably activate There Can Only Be One to bait out the Phoenix Enforcer. I'll bait him out. Yep, he's gonna activate this. This does not destroy for cost. It doesn't even target for cost. So now we just activate Fiendish Chain. And we attach it to Phoenix Enforcer. And what's cool is, even if he decides to send Phoenix Enforcer to the graveyard with the There Can Be Only One, this will remain because the monster's not destroyed, which means I can use it for Forbidden Droplets. Again, I didn't really want to go through with the There Can Only Be One because I want to summon something with the Buzzsaw Shark, but I'll try my best. We'll see what can happen here. So that'll get banished. Yep, and now you're just going to be able to search. I also alternatively could have just activated There Can Only Be One on the summon Phoenix Enforcer, and then he wouldn't have been able to summon Stratos. But realistically, I think things would have worked out pretty much the same. A Dusted Gold. Yeah, whatever. Cool. Add the Dark Fusion. Yep, that's fine. Or Dark Fusion, or one of the other cards. Dark Fusion or Dark Calling. He has nothing in the graveyard, so Dark Calling's not doing anything. He's going to add Evil Assault. Okay. I guess this is a new card. He can add an Evil Hero monster. Okay, cool. He can add an Evil Hero monster. This card's really good against heroes, but then again, so is the There Can Be Only One. They're both very good against heroes. Alright, he's going to go to the battle phase. He searched the one that special summons himself. I kind of want to keep this Buzzsaw Shark on field, so we'll put Chaining on. And we'll go to damage step, and we'll activate this. I want to keep Buzzsaw Shark on field just in case I draw another level 4. We'll send Fiendish Chain to grave. Obviously negate the only monster he's got. And destroy, yeah, so negate, cut its attack. And we're in a pretty good position, other than the fact that Buzzsaw Shark is not super useful under There Can Only Be One, but it can potentially be useful under the right situation, so that's not bad. I'll take that. That'll stop whatever normal summon's coming out next. So we'll go to battle. It basically buys us a turn. The cost of 2,000 life points. We pay 2,000 life points, but yeah, they basically can't do anything. So we'll just pass on this. Actually, okay, he's going to normal summon this guy. This guy's stronger than my Buzzsaw Shark, so I'm just going to Solemn Warning it, and I can prevent all of these effects from happening, and also I can prevent my Buzzsaw Shark from being destroyed, and this gets banished, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. So, like I said, it basically just bought us a turn there. He's going to set a card. This is probably Imperm based on the fact that he set it in this column. If I had to guess, it's Imperm. Battling Boxer. Okay, that's interesting. That is very interesting. So I think we just normal summoning the Battling Boxer. I think this card is Imperm based on the fact that he set it here. So I think what I'm actually going to go into is Time Thief. I think Time Thief is the right monster for this. First we attack, obviously, because it's more damage this way. I think this is an Imperm, and the good thing about Time Thief is you can dodge Imperm. If you dodge Imperm, the column doesn't get negated. So I think I'm actually going to go and do that. That's not actually a dumb thing to do. Plus, he already ashed us once, way long ago. So that's a good thing, since he already ashed. I think it's an Imperm. So the best thing under Imperm. We also could have just made this and just popped it. We could have just done that, but I think Time Thief is pretty good in this situation. So I'll make Time Thief here. And Time Thief is just like really good at like dodging around everything. No, we don't want to use this instantly. We'll just hit the end phase. I think this is the right play. I believe this is the right play. I think, yeah, I'm pretty certain this is the correct play, is to make Time Thief. Because under like these conditions, he's just very, very good. So we'll activate to grab a card off the top of his deck. It is an Imperm. Just like I said, it is an Imperm. Yep. I hope he doesn't have an Ash Blossom here. We're going to activate Time Thief. He is playing a lot of cards. I don't know if it's 60 cards. It's a lot of cards. I don't know. I can't do the math real quick, but significant amount of cards. So we can banish, and then Imperm won't resolve, and then that will not be negated. And then he will come back at the end, and we won. Yeah, we played around that perfectly. Again, the other alternative would have been Suship, but then he could have just... Nah, Suship could have just also done that. But no, I think Time Thief is just better. He just accumulates advantage better. Alright, we just ranked up again. Now, because we're in Platinum 4, we can start taking 2-packs. Honestly, I really actually like kind of miss this deck. I haven't played it in such a long time, and it kind of feels like we're at home. It really does. I don't know how else to put it. Like, I feel very, very, very like comfortable playing it. We have been playing a lot of like newer decks, and sometimes if I don't know the deck too well, I end up misplaying, and then it pours over into other games. But this is a deck, like I said, we took months off this deck pretty much to try new things, and like going back to it feels really good. This is what our opponent's playing, 60 card heroes. I mean, it's cool. I don't really know the evil heroes too well, but I'm sure they're good enough, right? There's a new search spell. The deck has so much searching, it's kind of outrageous, but I'm sure it's a half decent deck. Alright, so let's open up a master pack. I get to open one here, but from here on in, I get to open 2 packs. But right now, we're opening 1 pack. But if I continue to win, I can keep opening 2 packs then. Crystal Tree, can't use that. Lightsworn, Druid, Worm, oh, sorry, not Worm. Kawaki, Mirror Ring, Toon, Mass Sorcerer, okay. Another Dragon Maid, Cosmo Dark Planet, okay. Can't really summon that. And then we got the Burning Abyss. Yeah, like a Burning Abyss, Ritual Monster, which if this card's sent to the graveyard, target 1 monster on the field. 1 card on the field sent to... This second effect is pretty decent. Everything else is like whatever. It's not the worst card. I guess if we mill it, it's not terrible. Okay, we actually lost this coin flip, but our opponent let us go first, which is always... It's always welcome. Thank you. I appreciate it. I will always be willing to go first. We'll start with the Endymion. And we'll attach the usual stuff, which actually isn't that usual. It's been so many episodes since we've done it. It's kind of not usual. It's actually kind of we haven't been doing this recently, so we'll activate the destroy, draw a card, Photon Advancer will go right back. Yep, he'll go right back. But it's always nice to see what you could potentially get. Now again, we have Baguska, or we have Photon Dude. Photon Dude, like I said, a lot of advantage off the Photon Dude. I just think, yeah, he just gives us a lot. He gives a search, monster negate, a bunch of stuff. So I think it's slightly better than 1 Baguska. Detach the Endymion. We want to keep as many photons underneath as possible. Add Eternal Galaxy, and now we set 4 pass. Not terrible. Not terrible at all. Set 4 pass. Chaining on. Again, comforting. Like, it's nice to do this again. Like, we have so many complicated decks. Sometimes it's nice to go back to something you actually kind of understand. Like, I could play this in my sleep, honestly, which is nice. And we spent so many months playing it. I mean, I had to have gotten pretty decent with it. Kind of understand some of the rulings. It's cool, but honestly, playing new decks is actually fun too, though, because you like get to discover things and how interactions work. It's just obviously misplay is going to happen more when you're playing a deck you don't understand than a deck that you do. Clear World, okay. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what this deck does, but I will activate the Angel Statue just in case there's an inherent summon at some point here. I have not played against the Clear World deck. I have no idea what it does. I have no idea if there's mixed with anything. I have no idea anything about the Clear World deck other than the fact that I remember it from the GX anime. That's the only thing I remember about Clear World. Now he's going to kind of go off. Like I said, I know very, very little about it. This lets him add a Clear World monster. Yep. Clear Vicious Knight. And that's a tribute summon. It's a level 7, but I don't know. It's discard 2 cards, add 2 cards from your hand. The Clear World spell trap cards, mention it. Seems like a pretty good card to negate. Again, if this card's destroyed, you can target 1 monster your opponent controls, destroy it. So we definitely don't want to destroy this card. So I think we have to activate Photon. This seems like too good to negate, to not negate. And then we'll definitely not discard this. Discard Photon Thrasher. Or detach the Photon Thrasher. We don't want to negate and destroy. We just want to negate. And yeah, we'll just negate that. That's like, it seems too good. Like that effect seems too good. You get to search 2 cards. It seems insane. Usually, like, that's a pretty good negate. You discard 2 cards to search 2 cards. It's a pretty good trade for me to negate that because, again, he gives up 2 cards and then he doesn't get 2 cards. So he goes -2. Like I said, don't know the deck as much as I should. But that seems like a decent card to stop. Okay, he contributes summon using monsters in our graveyard. I have seen this card before. Yeah, I do have monsters in my graveyard. Tribute Burial, so you can summon that level 7 if he wants to. At least that's not Stormforth. That would have been really annoying. But we have Fiendish Chain still, too. We have Fiendish Chain, so that's another negate that we have. Fiendish Chain. If he attacks over the Angel statue, he's going to banish our Artemis. At random. He's going to summon this dude. Wow, that's a lot of attack. I definitely need to negate that. Attack becomes highest attack. Okay. Unaffected. Okay. Well, this card's tribute summoned. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine then. Not only do we have Durama and we have Fiendish End Phase. Okay. Okay, so can I kind of want to just book everything. Let me read some of this stuff. Okay, what does this do? Monsters that mention Clear World cannot be destroyed by battle. Ugh, this stupid shit. Mentions. Why do they put this kind of stuff on cards? Mention. Yeah. Okay. Can I be destroyed by battle? Okay. End phase. Gonna do this effect. Why isn't it let me use the photon effect to search? Is there something preventing me from activating monster effects right now? There probably is something preventing me from activating monster effects right now. I don't even know what it is. I don't know what it is, but there's something preventing me from activating monster effects. Something was preventing it. Ah, jeez. Yeah, I'm not sure what, but there's something. Okay, so I have to activate this, so I have to destroy one of my monsters. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'll do this one just because it can't be destroyed. Can it be destroyed by card effects? So I'll do this, and then it can't be destroyed by card effects. Cool. Okay, something here is preventing me from activating monster effects. Why did I have to it's Earth. Destroy, during standby destroy one face of monster you control. But none of my monsters are Earth. Like, honestly, I'm like kind of confused right now. I actually am kind of, like, I have no idea what's going on. This is like, so I can't activate monster effects. I don't know what's preventing me from activating Galaxy Photon. I have no idea what's preventing me. I read everything. I swear to God, I read everything. I'm like so confused. It says here that based on each player receives effects depending on the monsters they control. I have a light, and this is also a light. And that's supposed to reveal all cards in my hand. But it forced me to use this Earth effect to destroy one face-up defense position monster. But why is that, though? Because this monster's light and this monster's light. I'm so confused right now. I have no idea what the hell is going on. I honestly do not. But I'm going to try my best. This is, yeah, I'm like I'm so lost. We'll activate this. Yep, we would definitely want to activate Zorora to bring back Endymion. Now we can pop this Clear World card here. Yep, we're going to activate itself plus this. Hope there's nothing that protects anything. Okay, I also could have just popped this, right? If Clear World is on the field. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's fine. Flip this like this. Yep. And then we can make a Dragite. Does that really matter? Make a Dragite, or we can make Suship and then attack and then banish, destroy that. I can also do that. It's not bad. Yeah, we can do that. So we'll make the Ikura. Flip this to attack. Flip this to attack. I think we'll do a crash real quick. Yeah, we'll do a quick crash. Just attack into this. We'll take some damage, whatever. It doesn't matter. I actually could have just booked everything too if I really wanted to, but I'll take some damage. It's not the end of the world. Destroy that. Attack directly with the Ikura. Activate this. Pop. Clear world. Cool. And then we attack directly. And that should be good. I mean, I guess we'll see. I mean, we put him in a pretty good position here. Like, we put ourselves in a pretty good position. We put him in a pretty bad position. Got a Floodgate, Fiendish Chain, Monster Negate, the Sous Ship for cleanup, Durama, Destruction Durama Cannon. We have some decent stuff. Okay, this gives him an extra normal summon. Okay, I think I can just Fiendish Chain this, then he doesn't get the extra normal summon. I think this is actually a pretty smart Fiendish Chain. We just Fiendish Chain on this, it'll negate it, which will prevent him from getting the extra normal summon. So if he does have the extra normal summon, he can't use it. So I'll do that. Unless there's a graveyard effect that lets him do something here. No, there isn't. And then this is banished, so I don't think that there is. So this is negated, he can't. Yeah, okay. I should have searched there with the Photon, but it's whatever. Right-hand chart, it's whatever. It doesn't really matter now. I think we just go to battle phase, just attack. Attack with our big monsters here. So we'll just attack with this dude right here. That just goes to grave, sure. That does trigger special summon monster. Clear world in its name. Oh, damn it. Maybe I should have saved my the other monsters for the attack. I mean, this duel is effectively probably over, but I guess we'll have to see. It's going to summon this big-ass one, so I can't really do anything about that. Okay, so main phase 2, I think you just pass here, and then if our opponent on their turn, we wait for them to attack, then we Destruction Durama. The Vicious Knight dude is actually kind of good. He's got a lot of attack. And he's got a ton of attacks, so he's kind of annoying. But if he declares an attack, we can just... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You have got to be. That specific ass card. You have got to be kidding me with this. That is literally the exact out to this exact situation. Because if I book my monsters... That is so specific, dude. That is so specific. That is like the most specific out that you could possibly draw in the history of outs. That is so specific. That's outrageous how specific that out is to this situation. Yeah, that's insane. Alright, let's see what we have in graveyard. Yeah, we'll go with it. Yeah, oh, that's so specific, dude. So we'll book everybody. At least we'll protect our life points. So even though he could just flip summon this. The good thing is this doesn't gain attack because it gains attack equal to like the highest attack monster we have, but we don't have any high attack monsters right now because everything's booked. So that's good for us. He can flip summon it though, back up. He gains attack again equal to our highest monster, but everything we have is face down anyway. So we won't be gaining anything. He's going to set another monster. Okay, sure. This is taking a little longer than I expected, but it's probably just because I'm not super aware of the deck. That is effectively useless at this stage in the game. But that's whatever. Normal summon, activate effect. Photon Thrasher. Summon him back. We'll go with Grenosaurus, because Grenosaurus is a game ender. So if he gets destroyed for some reason, he ends the game for us. That's cool. And he's going to scoop. Yep, I had a scoop too. He could have just flipped some of that monster back up. There's a ton of attack, so I don't know why he didn't flip some of that monster. Okay, this is what our opponent's playing. I don't know if this is good. I don't know if this is bad. I've never, like, I think I played against this deck one other time, and I really couldn't understand it. And I still don't understand it. I don't know what the deck really does. I think it's interesting. I don't know why he played Mystical Space Typhoon specifically. This could be a better card. Threatening Roar. There's a lot of interesting stuff in here. This is very, very platinum, gold, silver of a deck. But I like playing against decks like this. Particularly, you know what sucks too? This is like the worst part of everything. Whenever I play like a really... the deck we're currently playing is our Platinum 2 deck. It's probably one of our best decks. It's probably a top 3 deck that we've ever made. It's actually really consistent, really good. As long as we don't draw some of our bricks, it's really good. Every time I bust out like a really good deck, I play against something fun like this. Every single time I bust out one of our fun decks, I end up playing against meta. Like all last episode, I was playing against meta non-stop. I played meta. We were trying to machine deck, and I was just playing nothing but meta decks the entire time, and it made it so difficult to learn that machine deck or show what that machine deck could possibly do, because all we played against were like these very, very serious, or at least if not serious, like tier 3 and above decks. Like we were playing against heroes, and we were playing all of these like Snake Eye, like all of these like half decent decks. Now all of a sudden I'm playing like our best deck, and all of a sudden like all of the goofy fun decks come out of the woodwork. Okay, so let's open up some master packs. We've got, oh nice, we get to open 2 because we're above platinum 4, so hopefully we get rewarded for that. Nice win. There's a UR in here, branded opening, another one. Alien Hypno, Big Core. I don't think I could use this, can I? Yeah. At the end of the damage tab, remove a counter. Yeah, I don't think I can use that. This we actually used to play because you can send them another card and then search an XYZ card we used to play. Maybe we can go back to this. I don't know. It was a little bricky, but we used to play Numbers Protection, but you have to summon a number monster. Actually, this is pretty good now. Huh. Maybe we should work this back in. We used to play this with Baguska. No, I'm sorry, we used to play this when we didn't have Baguska. Now we have Baguska. This card might actually be good. We used to play it with just like other number monsters that we used to use. Now this plus Baguska, this actually isn't too bad. We might work it back in. So we might actually work back in that card and the Astral Utopia. This special summons itself when you control Exceed monster. It's a little bit of a win more card. That's why it's kind of a problem. Heartland, Draco, we used for like 2 episodes. Mech Lord Assembly, and Bacha, which we already have, and we can't summon. That sucks. We have 2 copies of that card now. It's a good card in Melodious Divas. Very good card. But we can't use it. We just can't use it. There are URs in this game that are very archetypal specific that we probably will never use in our challenge. Magician of Dark Illusion, Power Crept completely. Fright for March, Vampire Ghost, Preta Practice, Roxy's. I'll take another one. I might have a playsetter, Parlor Dragon Maid, Mjolnir, and Steel Swarm Hercules, another repeat. All repeats except for Dark or Magician of Dark Illusion. Alright, as we just check out a couple engines. Yeah, we pulled 2 botches. Let's check related cards. This deck isn't particularly high rarity. Melodious Divas, as you can see here, are Melodious Diva. We're missing some like random commons and stuff, but a lot of the higher rarity stuff is the newer stuff. So like this, and this isn't really too new, but like this is old, but we're still missing. Like this deck is kind of high rarity, honestly. Even though we have 2 copies of the new Fusion Monster, we're missing a little bit too much of this deck to really make it playable. Roxy's, yeah, we have 5 Roxy's now, which is like great. We have all of them now, except, yeah, we have 1 Flamseas. That's fine though. We have all of them. We're really missing Meow Meow because that'll like tie things together. But outside of Meow Meow, like this is completely not necessary. This is actually very necessary. It's only a common. And this is why I sometimes get frustrated when we pull repeats, because there are commons like this card that we still have not pulled. At the same time, there are cards that we have, like in this case, 5 copies of, 4 copies of. It's like, obviously it's a luck of the draw situation, so you can't really get too angry. But if you go to like number owned, there are cards like we have 9 copies of Spirit of the Mountain at this point, 9 copies of Mr. Volcano. Like we have so many copies of some of these cards. Lady of the Lake, 6 copies. Like we've been pulling so many repeats, and there are still like rares and commons that we've never even seen after almost a year and a half of doing this. There are still ones that we just have never even touched. Okay, let's open up some legacy tickets. Hopefully get something good out of this. Doesn't look not promising, I guess. It's exactly 10. Okay, here's what we pulled. I gotta start reading some of these because some of them I used to read them and then I stopped reading them. So this is not a terrible card if we have instant fusion, but instant fusion's banned. This is the level 5 dude. I guess we have another one of that. Man with Widget. Can't use that, can't use that. This is like, I guess, decent in certain situations. It's got no pendulum effect, no regular effect, but it's a 0 scale. And 0 scales are pretty decent. It's also a normal monster. Trick Box is a Perform Age card, okay. Eternal Bond is a Photon card, so I don't think we can search this. Target any number of Photon monsters in your graveyard, special summon them, but their effects are negated. Well, it's not actually terrible if we play more Photon stuff. It's like, it's a little slow, but it's kind of like a soul charge for Photon monsters. During your main phase, you can banish this card from graveyard, target a Photon monster. You can your opponent controls, take control of it. Its attack, and if you do, its attack for the rest of the turn becomes a combined attack of all Photon monsters you currently control. This second effect, if this ever came up, my opponent would be so mad. And this is one of those cards, like I would expect one of these random, like, Galaxy Eyes players to have one of these days, because they always have some weird anime cards. Sasuke Samurai number 2, Lava Dragon. This isn't actually that horrific, honestly. Dark Dude. This card's removed from play. Select one. You graveyard special summon it. Not really. Not really. Not really. I thought this was Formwood Skipper for a second. I was like, that's actually good. Mystic Plasma Zone. Okay, nothing really out of here. Alright, so in conclusion, this deck kind of overperformed today. Like, it did actually really well. Like I said, I have not played it in a really long time. Our pulls today were lackluster, to say the least. I guess, oh, we pulled a new Springens monster. Is that a Springens monster or no? Adventure, never mind. It's not a Springens monster. It looks like a Springens monster. No, we actually pulled not that great today. We have 6 Inishis. Actually, I was going to check which crafter cards we have too. Okay, we're so far off. It's not even a realistic thing. We have a creation, which is like nice, and we're missing this spell right here, the new one. We're also missing a bunch of main deck we're too far off with this deck. We can't do it. Dragon Maid's another one. I think we pulled a lot of different stuff for it. We pulled this, we pulled the fusion spell, like we pulled a lot, and we're still missing a lot, so I don't think we're going to be able to pull it off anytime soon. But now we have 3 copies of Parlor, which is nice. We have Tidying, which is like their best trap card. We have the fusion spell. We have some of the monsters. We could probably get away with playing a little Dragon Maid engine now, because we have all of the bigger dragons, which, you know, they're pretty good. I mean, they get summoned for free. We have all the bigger dragons. We could probably build some kind of a control deck with Dragon Maids. We're missing Kitchen, Laundry. I don't know if we have enough main deck monster names like the little girls. We don't have Chamber. We don't have Kitchen. We don't have, yeah, we're missing some of these guys, which are, you kind of need them. Yeah, you kind of sort of need those cards, because again, at this point we have 2 of this, 3 of this. We only have 5 names, and that can be a little bit too little. And then changeover, cool, we have the fusion spell, but also we have the fusion spell, but we can't like use the negate to tag out into house because we don't have house, so that kind of sucks. But it's getting there. It's getting there, which is nice. And then as far as other stuff, did we pull anything else that's kind of like exciting today? Ebon Sun was today. This is another Wonder Wand in the right deck, could be kind of decent. Bujinkis, well, I haven't checked Bujinkis in a while, or Bujins. Let's check Bujins. There used to be a time where I would pull literally like 3 Bujins an episode. And yeah, this is everything we've got. We've got Tsukiyomi. Okay. Actually, why am I not playing this? Is there a reason why I'm not playing this? There's probably a reason why I'm not playing. This card's not bad, actually, but I detach 1 material, send your entire hand to the graveyard, minimum 1, draw 2 cards. So why am I not playing this? I don't remember why I'm not playing this. I guess there's tight extra deck space. I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to replace anything here. Maybe Suship, but he came in clutch today. Yeah, maybe Bujin Tsukiyomi instead of Suship. Let us draw 2 cards. I mean, it's not like this deck doesn't like need to draw that badly, but it's cool that we have that. Yeah, but this is our deck, our Bujin cards. We have a lot. We're still missing a couple, but we have a lot more than you would think. This is, like I said, one of those decks I was pulling Bujin monsters. Do we have some of the cool ones like Arasuda? We have this one and like some of the higher rarities and Yamato. But we're still missing a lot.